Hi everybody, winter's here. I hope you're ready. We're thinking about stuff like keeping our batteries charged up, real important. Got a handy little message here from the company, giving you some tips on that. I just want to talk to you about that today. My name's Kevin. I'm a solo driver for Crete Carrier, and you're watching The Joy of Trucking. So it says here, winter battery tips. They send you these messages every now and then as little reminders. Keeps us all on our toes. Winter is here, so it gets cold. You're going to run your bunk heater, and there's a fan in there blowing all night, which will drain your battery, and in the morning you might not be able to start your truck, which would be a big, serious, awful problem. Depending on where you are, it might be a very expensive problem. So we have in the Kenworth, it's called Smart Idle. In the Freightliner, it's called Opti Idle. And you set it up with a touch of a few buttons here, and what it will do is monitor the charge in the battery, and if it gets low, it will start the truck and run it so it charges the battery back up. You can also set it to heat the truck up as well, so it's going to monitor the temperature inside the truck, and if it gets too cold, the truck will start and blow hot air in here. And this is in addition to the bunk heater. So it's important to know how to set up and use the Opti Idle or the Smart Idle so that you don't freeze to death or kill your batteries. Really important in these winter months. All right, here's the Smart Idle setup on the Kenworth T680. The key is in the off position. You don't have it run or start or anything like that. Here's the button on the dashboard. See, it says auto, and there's a picture of the engine. And I flip it up and I hold it. See how it turns red? And you're watching for a sign on the dashboard that says the Smart Idle is going to engage. Right now it's not. It's going through its whole startup setup here. Even though the key is off, it's acting like the key is on. There we go. Auto start is disabled. I'm going to shut the switch off, and I'm going to turn the switch back on and hold it in the up position. And now it's counting down. 3, 2, 1. When that's done, make sure that your rear climate control button is on right here. See how that lights up blue? And then come back here to this control. Turn it on with the left button. It goes through its startup sequence. And I go with the right button to the menu. From auto, I'll put it on heat. In the summer, I would put it on cool. Right now we're on heat and in Fahrenheit, and now it's ready to engage. So it's set at 73, but you can change the temperature pretty easily just with the up and down buttons. So what's going to happen next is the bunk heater is going to come on. It'll blow hot air right here. It'll warm up the whole interior of the truck, and you can sleep peacefully through the cold winter nights. But should your battery run low, the truck will start to charge the battery up. It may startle you when the truck starts running at 2 a.m. or something, but it's okay. And the rumble of the engine and the gentle vibration will lull you back to sleep. Alternately, in the summer, if you do all this but set it to cool and you go to sleep, the truck will monitor the interior temperature. It will not use the bunk heater, but it will start the truck up and get the air conditioner going on the dashboard and the one back here. So there's an air conditioner back here under the bunk that'll blow cool air on you while you're sleeping, and it will monitor the battery level as well. So if the battery runs down, it'll start automatically too. So that's the Smart Idle system for either cooling or heating and keeping your battery topped up in the Kenworth T680. Same deal in the Freightliners, but it's called Opti Idle. You got a button on the dashboard, you turn it on, make sure your rear bunk area climate control switch is on the dashboard so that it's engaging your climate controls back here, either the diesel heater or your back air conditioning in this area. And then make sure your climate control is set back here for the bunk area, and the truck takes over from there. So if you have this all set up and it's gonna start the engine automatically through the night and everything, but if you open the door, like if you get out and do something and come back in while the system is engaged, something else is going to happen. Whenever it's about to start the engine, it's going to honk the horn a few times as a warning. And that's because it's worried that you got out of the truck and you open the hood and you're fiddling around with the engine, and if you hear the horn honk, you better jump back because it's about to turn over. You don't want to have your fingers in there. So we kind of discovered that by accident, because one night I happened to step out and come back in, and then every time the truck started during the night, the horn would honk and wake us up. So it was kind of disturbing. So it's a safety feature though. So you don't get under the hood and the thing starts while you're playing with the engine. So think about that. If you do get in and out, shut the thing off and reset it up for the rest of the night so you don't get woken up and you don't wake your neighbors up every time the thing starts. So let me know about your smart idle stories and your opti idle on your Freightliner. Put it down below in the comments. Hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. We're going to see you down the road. Stay warm this winter.
Finally have some merch. Check it out at joyoftruckingstore.com. The link is in the description.